Good morning, everyone. Hey, welcome back to Marketing Monday and the second edition of Creative Coffee. I'm Jill Rizzo, VP Creative Director of KidGlov. So I had an entirely different topic for today's Creative Coffee, but I changed my mind last minute, just in lieu of the recent country's events and the need to always use our voices for what we believe in. I felt moved to go a different direction. So at KidGlov, over half of our clients are nonprofits, and delivering powerful, effective messaging that impacts, educates, and moves the community to action is priority number one, as well as collaborating with the right individuals to make a strong message even stronger. So today I'm going to take you through a few ways of utilizing your creative skills to be agents of change. So some of your questions right now might be, what does it mean to design for good and be an agent of change? What can I do as a creative individual to be an agent of change? And how can I make a difference or an impact? And sometimes knowing how and where to begin can be overwhelming because there are oftentimes more questions than answers. And we can get all bound up in that pretty quickly, kind of like a deer in headlights. But I can help break this down for you in 3 easy ways that will hopefully grease the wheel and move you into action. So one is to see yourself as the supporter. Be the supporter. What does that mean? That means find an organization who has already taken up a cause and join in. So by joining an existing group, their infrastructure, their team, and the need are already identified. So creatives, which include copywriters and designers, etc., are inherently problem solvers. And because of that, you have the ability to participate as a thought leader. You can work with existing messaging and craft it in new ways. Or you can work with the goals and mission of this group and invent a new way to evolve the existing messaging and possibly even reveal new needs for them, which in turn drive new solutions. So with a group that already exists, you can spend your time using your strengths, creative vision, and focus to elevate their messaging and awareness. You don't need to start at ground zero to make an impact. So another way to look at this is to be the seeker. Find and seek out a problem that you want to solve. Thinking like a creative is key. It means considering something in a new way and thinking outside of the box, bringing a fresh perspective to any situation. So lateral thinking is the ability to develop original answers to difficult questions. And this is the essence of creativity. You have the ability to identify those needs versus merely responding to them. So if we are curious, open, and open is the key, and empathetic, the problems will find us. Designers, for example, have a way of seeing gaps and problems when no one else can. And what we can see, we can solve. Creatives also have the ability to break things down on a human level. My teammate Dan calls this communication a superpower, and I love that. Who wouldn't want a superpower? Things like usability design, experience design, visual design, all of these lend themselves to innovative thinking and real-world solutions. So creating relatability and understanding to complex issues is one of your superpowers. So identify and embrace your gifts and find problems where you can participate in the solutions. And lastly, be the catalyst. Creatives can be the most effective by working collaboratively. So find other compassionate peers who also want to make a difference, those who really care about similar social causes and issues. Rally together to create an organized group with specific action steps. Find peers who have different strengths than you. Copy, design, UX, web, marketing, PR, muralists, even social impact lawyers, all of the above. It can be paralyzing and overwhelming to go it alone, and there is truly strength in numbers. And map out smaller steps that lead you to a larger goal. Small steps are just as important as larger initiatives. So these steps can be anything from mentoring a student from an underprivileged background, sending emails out to promote events, printing posters, designing flyers, painting signs, working a rally. I mean, any step is a step towards positive impact and that larger goal. And by working collaboratively, you bring people with you. The work everyone in your group does is inspiring and effective, and it is like a magnet for other agents of change. So live and lead by doing. So that was a lot. So let's do a quick recap. 1, be the supporter. Find an existing organization that's already taken up a cause. You can be a creative thought leader, and you have the ability as a creative to take an existing mission and expand the messaging and see it with new eyes. 2, be the seeker. Seek out the problem you want to solve. Don't know who or how to help? Be curious and open, and the cause will find you. And creatives have the ability to solve problems on a human level. It's a superpower. Be the catalyst is number 3. Work collaboratively, not in a vacuum. Remember that small steps are just as important as larger ones. And bring people with you. Live and lead by doing. Thanks so much for joining me for the second edition of Creative Coffee. I'm Jill Rizzo, VP Creative for KidGlov, and it has been my honor to spend time with you this morning. If you have any questions, please reach out via the Connect tab on our website, kidglov.com, or leave me a comment below this video. So be strong, be open, be informed, lead by doing, and cheers to being agents of change together.